Okay, go. Hi everyone. So, this was the Naveen for posting Gbpchf for buy. So, at that moment, I was saying, when I first started trading, I was reading the whole thing first. What is going on? Okay, I see a buyer came really strong. And then I basically look at the chart, three of them, the daily and the 4 hours. But then I was aiming, okay, this buyer is strong. I saw this buyer over here strong. There's a reason why I circle it to make sense. I did my other recording. I don't know what's going on, but I had to redo it. So I'm gonna make a little bit quick of this, and from there I explain. Okay. For this PA, I went deeper to 2 or 3 minutes to able to see I could able to take a trade. Clear this up. Okay. So basically, the thing that I circle is that I did my reading from the buyer and seller, what is going on, and let me do another circle over here. I took entry. At that point, I can see this is a struggle from the seller, and at this point, I can see that little small guy, that big guy right there, the buyer. It came very hard. The seller came so weak, and then it came hard again. Then the seller came down. So basically, okay, so I saw that there's bottom is struggling. Well, I'm not involved in this area because this area is all the way to 4 o'clock. So, okay, no worries. So I'm looking up here, and after that, it was 5. It came up, but see buyer came strong. At that point, I wasn't convinced. At that point in this area, I wasn't convinced unless they give me a some kind of struggle of the seller or some kind a range for me to able to proceed for the buy. And then I was seeing what is the lowest price that I could able to take under it, and what's my risk and reward that I could able to put. My risk and reward, I was focused on 15 minutes, but the real stuff that I should have done is the ATR, but my laptop didn't have the ATR, so I was fooling bunch of EMA and just a volume. So from there, I wasn't really focused on EMA a lot too. I was focusing based on the reading, and after I was done, I was like, oh, I'm in step 2. Step 2, and I started realizing step 2 is had to take a little bit slower to able to hit that the area. From there, I wasn't realized I was on step 2. I just realized that, okay, I'm just read this part of the buyer and seller, what's going on. So basically, I wasn't really convinced of this area unless they show me some sign of a little a range or range to I be able to hit that spot, like hit up put entry, so to able to be more safe. Then I'm being more safe from there, and from there I was like, okay, it hit all the way, and then this is the last cell that came down. It came down really strong, but then have this buyer coming in and say, with this buyer coming back, you know what, I still not convinced to buy it from here. I'm not ready to be aggressive buyer, but some buyer came up aggressively, and then aggressive again, came down, then buyer came down aggressively. I still not convinced. I need more data to be able to buy this. So saw this, seller came down. In real life, seller came down, and then buyer chunk it up, and chunk it up from there. I say, okay, interesting. Let me see another chance for the buyer to come down. Oh no, the seller to come down, and come down from there. It was weak, and I was waiting. Okay, I'm gonna just wait until it closes. See what's the buyer's gonna do. From there, I see a buyer from the next candle. It came really strong, and then I was like, this is the area that enough data is like a range, and this is the area that if it stopped. So from there, did my setup. I went back to 15. Was the area that I could able to take profit. So that area I want to take profit from here. It came, yeah, it was making sense because I was putting my stop loss from here, and the price was good enough. It was good enough for me to take, and then I went to 3 minutes to able to put my alarm. Yeah, able to put my alarm at that area from here. So from there, my trade went really well, went up, and from this area I took 15%. Anything here or here? Let me see. Yeah, it was this area. I took 50% because no, it was this area. Sure, I'm sure it was this area. And before the seller hit hard again, I took 50% before the seller hit hard, and I was like, I don't know, why it's hitting hard. But I said, well, it didn't hit my alarm. If it hit my alarm, I would just get out of the position and go for and leave. And my stop loss was good enough for able to breathe, and then it was good enough to get enough of the risk reward that I like, instead of a small reward that did my mistake from before for my PA. And from there it went up. Before it went up, and I was thinking, what if the seller come back again? I was watching this the whole time, and seller come back, and I just got out from here. I just got out because the reason, either this area, I just got out from there because I want to get more data that I could able to come back and buy again from that 50%. So I got it from there. I didn't hold half 50% inside here because I can't stand come back and forth, and from there I'll just wait it to read again with the seller and buyer. Then I see the buyer was weak. I say, I need more data. No, maybe timing is not right. So seller came up, then two candles taken down, and then from there two candles taken down. It was quite big, and now I want to see the seller struggling, and then once it came down, it came back up, and I was like, okay, this look like the area's rollover, but I like more data, um, and I saw this data from here. It's kind of look like a range, and it looked like it um, eat up the seller. Then after that I just waited for the buyer, came back up again, a little pop, and then after this I just put alarm from here after the pop, and take my profit from, I think take my profit at least this area or this area, and after that my 10%, I leave it there, and after 2 candles and I close it. So basically I lost very small loss, and the profit was big, and I felt very good of management. And I'm looking at the timing right now, so I'm just want to say thank you, Naveen. It was very good practice for this demo, and from there I was hesitant, and I had emotion came up from this area, from this area, and I took out, and from this area I took out. After the trade, I started thinking why my emotion was get into me. It doesn't work, but I play out with my thoughts that you need something is like a range to, or need something more data for you to able to take a trade in, than before that you did a mistake with no data. So after this, I tell myself I should feel good that you did good, that you're able to see that at least a pop, and then you make an alarm to see, to have alarm to able, and you're able to manage the spot of the area. I went to a bigger time frame to take this 40% profit, and then that's all. I think I was in motion running, and I'm trying to work on it, and I don't have other things that I'm thinking in my mind unless I do something wrong. But please give me a feedback that I could able to do 10 times better, because at that moment I was running emotion, and I didn't know why I had running emotion, but I know the reason why I'm running emotion, because I was doing my practice, or I'm not having a practice enough, or um, or else what I see is like, okay, I see a seller a little hit and just get out, instead I waited for this 4 candles, then before get out. And then I felt that this area, that 10%, that two red candle came up, and I got out, but I got emotional with me, but I'm glad I get out from there for the 10% and save it from there. So thank you. Please give me feedback, and have a good day. Oh, also thank you, Navi.